Hello, I am re-recording this part because something happened and this whole part was like in slow motion for some reason. And I feel like people, a lot of people don't want you to hear this message. A lot of low vibrational, like the demonic energies, the devil energy does not want you to hear this message because it is the truth. It is the truth. And you can feel it. You feel that it's the truth. So, before I start with these, I was saying at the end of the last clip, you were also unsatisfied in the past. You were unhappy, you were unsatisfied because you picked up all these patterns that like from the generational line, the lineage that you're in right now, like you picked up the patterns, and this was the pattern. One of the patterns was unsatisfied, like choosing a life that's unsatisfying. But you chose different. You are the chain breaker. You chose to fulfill yourself. You chose to follow your passions, and your passions led you to finding your purpose in life. Your purposes. You have many purposes. There's many timelines. You want the highest timeline? Follow God, connect to God, because God has the very, very best for you. So maybe you are unsatisfied now, but you will be. You are gonna satisfy yourself. You are going to satisfy yourself with God's love, with the divine love, the true unconditional love. God gives you grace. A lot of people, maybe you are one of these people, or maybe you used to be, a person who had too much pride to humble themselves before God and accept the gift of grace that God gives you, gives us all. That is one of the greatest gifts that God has bestowed upon humanity is grace. But what do you have to do with a gift? You have to accept it. You can't, and a gift is not earned. Jesus died on the cross. Metaphorically, Christ consciousness, you know this, for our sins. And God gave humanity the gift of grace, forgiveness. God forgives you. And God gives you free will. That's another gift that God gave every single human being on this earth is free will. That is the point of life. Like that is one of the points of life is the fact that you have free will to choose the bad or the good. The devil has a purpose too. God God put the devil here for a reason. God sent the devil down to the earth, down to hell for a reason. That's the lower realms. The devil has a purpose. Like the devil is also God, actually. Everything is God. Huh? Everything is God. The grass, the water, the dirt, you, me, all every human, all the animals, this blanket, like these cards, this crystal, everything is God. Like God is in everything. In this thing, like in the light, in the darkness, like God is everything. So that would mean that the devil is also God. But the devil the devil has a purpose. That's what I'm saying. But the devil didn't see his power. How the story goes, right? It's a beautiful story, and it's a metaphor. We all come down to the lower realms to learn, to experience, to grow, to learn to love and let go. Like, there's people on earth who are living heaven on earth because they are in a high vibration. They learned all these lessons and they let go, they forgive, and they're living in a high vibration even in this time. Like, there's a split. You see the split in the world. That's why you're here. That's why you're watching this, because you know the truth. Anyways, communicate appropriately. Oh, I wanted to say, I realized this is why I have this oracle deck, because we're in a spiritual war. We are the spiritual warriors, my healers, my empaths, leaders, teachers, oracles, mystics. We're leading the spiritual war. So we need to know the enemy's tactics in order to win this spiritual war. And we are winning, by the way. In the highest timeline, we're winning. Which, you are in the highest timeline, I'm in the highest timeline, and we're winning. Even the people in the lower timelines, they, they don't realize it, but we are winning the spiritual war. We are in the lead. If you didn't know. Okay, so communicate appropriately. Always, always use Mercury in retrograde. It's about to be ending September 11th. I actually found out September 11th, and today's the 29th. From the 28th to the 11th, that's like the ending period. I forgot what it was called. I said on Google, but it's basically like the end of the Mercury retrograde, and it's like some of the most potent energy is gonna be like around this time. So stay in a high vibration, keep meditating, keep doing shadow work. If you're watching this video, if you're aligning to this video, you're already doing what you're supposed to do, because this is the highest timeline. You're aligning to the highest timeline. All my videos are aligning to the highest timeline, just so you know. That's probably why I don't get many views yet, because people are not realizing that it's their future, it's the highest timeline. But I trust that God will lead the right people to my content, because there's so much value here. Anyways, always use appropriate communication tools for different people and different environments. Appropriate communication with your spouse, kids, boss, or coworkers can deepen your connection to others, build greater trust and respect, and improve teamwork, problem solving, and your overall social and emotional health. Yeah, you are respecting everybody. You are respectful. If you have like something you need to communicate that's like that you could absolutely like get triggered by and get angry about, like, you express it in a healthy, respectful, and loving, unconditionally loving way. I feel like you're very independent. You're a very independent person, and a lot of people that like you have problems with, or not problems, a lot of people who like I'm re-recording this the next day. What what was the message? Oh yeah, the smear campaign. The people who smeared, because I have notes from for like future videos that I still need to record, like downloads that I got. But yeah, these people who like planned this smear campaign against you, they're codependent and they like rely on each other and they're like not independent like you. And for some reason, they perceive that in a negative light. I don't like remember what I said during the part that like got cut out. So I don't know if whatever. I'm just gonna let it flow. Whatever's meant to be said is gonna come through. I trust it. I trust in God. Okay, so yeah, a lot of these people are codependent and you are independent and they are like envious of the fact that you're independent. But you're independent because you're meant to be a this leader, this teacher, this healer. You're meant to like you have a big purpose here and you need to be independent. Like you needed to be independent. You were independent in this life for a reason because it was teaching you for the role that you are here to do, like your purpose, your destiny. Yes. Okay. You're meant to teach these people to be leaders of their life, to like lead themselves to God and back to love, like back to self love, back to balance within them, to integration work, to shadow work. You have a huge purpose. This is like, this is like to, for the world. Like, hmm, people think that you're just like la di da having fun, but you're like you are doing some like movie theater shit. Like you are the main character in this movie. Like you people are monitoring you. A lot of people watch you. Like people are in during Mercury retrograde, people from the past are coming back and like you're having people message you and like follow you, add you, try to add you on social medias or maybe they'll even like run into you or whatever and like I feel like you on your purpose and you're fulfilling yourself. So like I feel like you're not really running into these people unless you go out and stuff like that. Like to like maybe you do run into some people, but yeah, mostly people are adding you and messaging you online because like you are very hard to get to. You are like protected. You're protected by God. You protect yourself, and God is protecting you, and you're divinely protected. And so, like, the only way these people can access you is, ooh, and a lot of people are dreaming about you too. Uh, the people that like don't know your social medias or how to find you or like don't come across you on social media and add you, like they will dream about you and like maybe some people will even message you and be like I was dreaming about you or maybe you are remembering dreams and you're like yeah I know this person like you know because you are a psychic you are one of the cards we got here is psychic abilities. I already know some of the cards because I already read them because I already recorded this. But yeah, these people, ooh, people didn't want you to know what was said in the other one. But I am actually getting more information, like added information to this reading. So it was meant to be. It was meant to be. If it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Baby, just let it be. I feel like you love that song, and if you don't, you should listen to it because it's a really good song. It's such a like good like that vibration, the energy of it is a really good song. It's not like talking about you know low vibrational shit. But like I said, that stuff serves a purpose. Like we're here to choose good. That God gave us free will to choose. Like that's like That's how it's supposed to be. That's how this life is supposed to be. This is what we chose. We literally chose this. We are all choosing this. Every single person is choosing exactly what is going on in the world right now. Some are doing it consciously, and some people are doing it unconsciously. And that's why these people in power want us to stay unconscious because it benefits them. But you are becoming conscious, you are becoming aware. And I'm really proud of you. You have brought so much awareness into your life. I swear, I don't even need the cards, but they are helping though. These are really good. Ditch the anxiety, worrying about your friends, neighbors, or even celebrities have, what you're, what they have, is only going to make you miserable. Choose your own path. Live within your own means and be happy in your own skin. Yes, be grateful for everything that you have. Be grateful. When you show gratitude for what you already have, first of all, you're going to feel good and you're going to be in a high vibration, first of all. So therefore, you will be connecting with God just by being grateful. You bring yourself into a high vibration. So the more you consciously choose gratitude, the less worry you'll have. You'll be with God. And like the devil's not gonna be able to access you and like put jealousy and envy and like all that low vibrational ish in your mind. Like, be grateful. When you, like I said, when you bring gratitude, not only um I already forgot what I said, but whatever, I'm channeling. So when you're more grateful, what you're grateful for is amplified. So like, let's say you keep focusing on the fact that you do not have love like outside of you, like someone, like a counterpart. But like, you have other love in your life. Like, you love yourself, right? You love yourself. In your highest timeline, you love yourself. Yes. You're grateful for you and you love you. So focus on your self love. Focus on your family loving you, the ones that do. Focus on your friends that love you properly, your friends that do love you. Do. I'm a 5-year old in a 27-year-old body. My birthday is in a few days. On September 3rd. If um if you guys were wondering, if you angels, I always say that. It's so funny. I'll say guys, and then I'm like, you angels. Oh, I cried myself up. Okay, anyways, so yeah, my birthday is September 3rd, and I'm gonna be 28. But yeah, I'm not gonna tell you my birth time, so you guys can go, so you can't like look up my. No, I'm just kidding. I don't like. I mean, actually, I want people who trust. I don't even know my birth time, so y'all can't check my birth chart. I know like an estimate, but I don't know the exact time. Maybe I'm meant to find out. I feel like I could find it out, like just by like meditating. Like the more stronger I get, the more good that I do, the more power God will grant me, because and that's how it works for you too. The more good you do, the more power God will give you, will grant you, and you have to keep using it properly. Or if you use it in a wrong way, God is going to take some of that power away. And then like you're going to have to re-earn it again. So, but I've been getting more power because and more downloads, more gifts. You are too. You're getting more gifts, more blessings. You need to become aware of them and be grateful. Become aware of them and be grateful, and you will see how truly abundant you really are. Like when you see that you have a bed to sleep on, be grateful for your bed. Be grateful for the roof over your head. Be grateful for the water that you drink. Speaking of water, I should drink some. Be grateful for the water that you have, just by saying like, I'm so grateful for this water. Like you're putting that energy into the water and then you're consuming that energy. Like that's high vibrational energy. Like food holds energy. Food, water, you do. Like anything that has water. Water, listen to my past readings if you don't know about water. But if you do, then you know. Then you're 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 meant to be here if you know this. And if you know that, that is like a very powerful thing to know. You hold such you hold so much wisdom. You hold so much wisdom. You don't even realize it. Like you need to see it more. Like I'm realizing it more and more within myself. You, if you're resonating with this, you are very powerful. Like high vibrational, you're connected to God. You're connected to the highest timeline if you're watching this. If you made it this far, you are a freaking powerful being, and you're meant to, you have a great purpose. If you're here and you're listening to this right now, you have a huge purpose. You know this. This is something you know. And you are following it. You are following it. And you need to keep following it. Oh my gosh. But yes, bring gratitude. Let me bring gratitude into the fact that you have a home over a home, a roof over your head. Be grateful for your water, for the air that you breathe. Take a breath. The way that you take a breath is a representation of how you take in life. Breathe slower and be grateful for the air that you breathe. Like that will bring you into a higher vibration so much, because people breathe fast all the time and shallow unconsciously. That makes you anxious. It's the status anxiety. Like that makes you anxious when you are breathing shallow, and like, and that's a representation how you take in life. You're like taking things fast and you're not being present. Be present. Become aware of your limiting beliefs and change them. Continue to. You already are doing it, but you need to continue. Like when you just, the more you do it, the more effortless it's gonna become. I'm telling you, I transmute shit on the spot. Cause like you're gonna keep running into things and people and like situations that are gonna make you want to not be present and not because you don't want to feel those feelings. But the more you do it, the easier it'll become. Like it's gonna become second nature to you, like breathing. Wow. Confirmation. I don't know if you angels heard that, but confirmation. Like, you're so powerful. You hold such a strong energy. Choose your own path. You have a strong, like, you have a huge purpose. Like, you are meant to pave your own path. Choose your own path. Like, you're supposed to, you're meant to. Like, your divine purpose. Because, like, obviously, like, I'm sure there's negative timelines that like you can choose, but you have the power to choose the timeline that you are aligning to. You can consciously choose it. Like, and you're doing that. That's why you're here. But you have to like keep doing it. Like it's it's fun. Make it a game. Like it is fun. Like level up. Level up. You are leveling up. But like keep leveling up, because the more that you level up spiritually, mentally, emotionally, um with your body, with your health, like everything, like be the best version of you that you could possibly be and align to that. What kind of a person are you, like in your highest timeline? Envision that more. Envision what you're doing from the day moment you wake up to the moment that you go to sleep, and write it down. Write it in the present tense, like a year later. Like, let's say, what's today? Thursday, August 29th. So you're going to write, oh, you can do it right. I don't know if Mercury retrograde is a good time to do it. But I feel like you can do it whenever. Sorry. I feel like you can do this whenever, because I mean, I did it on a powerful day. Maybe you should do it on a powerful day, like a full moon. Like, do it on a full moon. I don't want to like tell you to do it on a day that's like, yeah, no, Mercury's in retrograde for you to do this. But okay, so you, what you want to do, because I did it on 8-8 portal, like on the Lionsgate portal, and it was like a powerful day that day. So whatever. Okay, so this is what you're gonna do. Let me not rush myself. You're gonna write in the present tense a year later. So it's gonna be August. Oh, it's 333 on my phone clock. That's powerful when it's like in your actual reality, like versus because I see it a lot when I'm recording, but like seeing it on here, I've seen it like when I've done readings for other people or myself. I mean, like or for YouTube, um, and myself too, obviously. But it's very powerful to see it like in your actual time reality. So you're powerful and you hold a strong energy and you're aligning to the highest timeline, because when you see more angel numbers every single day, that means that you are aligning more to your highest timeline, because you're becoming aware. You're becoming more aware, and like the angels and God, like the angel numbers, that's what they call them, but like that's like God is sending you those confirmation, that God is sending you those numbers, because you've been seeing 333. I see all of them. I feel like you see all of them. I feel like you see all the angel numbers. Yes. And that's like powerful. Like you are powerful confirmation. You are powerful. Yes. Nothing is a coincidence. You know that nothing is a coincidence. Okay. That's why you're here, because you know that nothing is a coincidence. That's why you clicked on this video. Duh. Oh yeah, I was telling you okay, before. This reading is gonna be long, but you can come back to it. You can pause and come back. Like that's what I do when on readings that I really want to listen to, that I know are for me. I will listen to them to the end. And I feel like my readings are a little different than like a lot of readings. They're very unique to me. You know? You have I know. So yeah, you're gonna write a year later. So it's gonna be August 29th, 2025. And you're gonna write as if you already have all of your manifestations. Like, I am grateful for my life. I'm so fulfilled. I'm so grateful that I am following my passions of this and this, like specifically, right? Like what you are doing. Like, you can access that. You have the power to access that. So, what are you doing in your highest timeline? Like, you can look and just write it down and then like visualize it more in the in the morning, at night, and like the more that you visualize it, that like that will align. Like you're gonna, because it's gonna reprogram your subconscious mind to live your best life. Literally, that's what reprogramming, like that's like living in the end. That's what Neville Goddard talks about, and he got that from the Bible. Like he, like that's the real translation. You should, if you have not listened to any of Neville Goddard's work, you need to like listen to it. I feel like maybe you've seen people talking about it in videos. If you're aligning to this video, you have seen videos of people like, you're not, this is not a coincidence that you're seeing this, and they like talk about Neville Goddard's work. I come across those and I watch them and they're like, I'm like, this is for me. Yes, like God is sending you these signs, confirmation. My cat is meowing, my sister's cat. Like, this is not a coincidence. There are no coincidences. Anyways, yeah, do that. Do that journal thing. But also envision it. You got this. You can align. You're powerful. Give yourself a break. Don't be a martyr in the office. Take a lunch break and a tea break. If your work is truly hectic, give yourself just 10 minutes to go outside and get some fresh air. Take a break. That was for me. Take a break. Take a break. I needed to take a water break. It's so funny. But no, seriously, like you should take a break. And you should take things slower. Take things slow. You don't need to rush. You're not in a rush. That's devil energy. God is telling you that you have time. You have time to take a break. You have time. Like, you don't need to rush. That's devil energy. And that's like a trauma 3333 on my recording timer. I'm recording this in like sections because, you know, of what happened. I told you. And then I took a break. I was like, I needed, before I even read that card, I took a break from this reading from the beginning. Because it's a long one. So, like, if you need to take a break from this reading too. But this is a really good reading. You're aligning to your highest timeline if you're aligning to this. Yeah. Anyways, it's so funny. Like, these were different messages before, but it still works. Still is. It's like better. It came out. It was meant to be. Everything. There's no coincidences, like I said. Yeah, people don't want you to hear this because it's gonna make your life better. And like they're gonna, a lot of people that are in a low vibration, the spirit of jealousy and envy is gonna come over them. But you, like, God is protecting you because you're doing good. So like Just keep doing good and like stay lit. Keep shining. Avoid burnout by remembering that you are the flame on the candle, the spark in the light. Self care is what you need to do to keep that fire burning bright. Self care is like confirmation, like, self care is so important. Like, I have a lot of things coming through right now about the self care because it is, you need to like take a break because like you could be burning yourself out. I feel like that's why. This is a different message than the last time too. But whatever, like this is coming through. Like this needs to be said. Avoid burnout. Like you need to calm down and you need to like slow down and like take more breaks and like stop worrying about, or like not worry. What was I gonna say? Be grateful. Be grateful. Be more grateful, and you will worry less. You will like, you might still worry sometimes. Like we're human. It's normal. It's, don't like push those feelings away. Like they are normal. But just worry less and like be more grateful, or like try not to at all because you just don't want to. But like obviously like that's what you're trying to reprogram, and it's like a pattern. So like you are doing this actively. Yes. That's what you're doing in your highest timeline. So if you're not, you need to do that. So, yeah, and then you are this beacon of light. Like stay lit. And I don't mean like in the way that like society wants you to take it, like go get fucked up or anything. Oops, in my, maybe I should bleep that out. But it's for 18 and older, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Confirmation. Anyways, yeah, you are like this beacon of light, like in this world. Like you really are that, because like you're so high vibrational. Like most of the time you are an angel. You are an earth angel. That's why I call you angels. Welcome angels. Like for, with all my readings, you will see if you're new and you're like going to look at my old readings. I knew since the beginning, since I started this channel, that you're an angel. That's why I've been calling you an angel. This is for my angels, like for the angels of the world. You are a earth angel. There's fallen angels alongside. There's a split. You see the split, and you need to stay lit. You need to just keep being that angel, keep being that beacon of light. You're an angel on this earth. I need to emphasize that. You possess the power to do much when you work in truth. Like I said, you speak truth, like you are, your throat chakra is clear. You have clear communication. You are a clear channel for the divine. God, God speaks through you. Literally, like God speaks through you, and for the like your demons, your lower self, like your demon, that's you, your lower self. Let's just call it that. Your lower self, your demon, it's gonna speak through you too, but you need to keep yourself in a high vibration. But I feel like in your highest timeline, God is only speaking through you. And every single person has like both their higher self and their lower self. Like your higher self is like the Holy Spirit. That you're a Holy Spirit. Every person has a Holy Spirit, but yeah, you connect to your higher self and God speaks through you, through your higher self. And truth is a high vibration, and you walk in truth. You lead by example. You don't like you are what you teach. Like you take your own advice. That's what you do in your highest timeline. If you're not, like you are doing that, like align to that. Do the work. You are doing the work. If you're aligning to this, because this is a very powerful message, and I feel like the rare, like the rarest of the rarest are going to see this and get this far. Because it's even becoming longer than the first time. The next card we have is find time to help yourself, or you will find you are alone when those you've helped have moved along. Yeah, in your highest timeline, you are helping yourself. You are leading. You're being the leader of your life, and you're leading others just by being you. No matter what you do for work, but you have a great purpose. You need to like find it within you. It's within you. Just keep learning. Keep following what you love. You've been seeing butterflies and like flowers. Maybe you love flowers. Maybe you get yourself flowers. In your highest timeline, you buy yourself flowers if you're not in your with your divine counterpart yet in your highest timeline, because you gotta first manifest for yourself to get yourself to the highest timeline. Because like if you're manifesting for two people, you know, like you can't do that. You need to like have either two people manifesting their highest timeline together if you're in a relationship, or if one person is, then the other person, if they're in a low vibration, they're going to drag the other person down. So you need to, yeah, get yourself to your highest timeline first, and your love, your divine counterpart is going to be there, like when you get there. So you need to just keep following your highest timeline, what you're doing. That's why you're here watching this video. There. Keep doing it, baby. Anyways. But yeah, like obviously, like, if there are people who are wanting to help you and they actually like are reliable, then you can allow those people to help you. But just, you are in your highest timeline, you are being cautious of the people who have tried to smear, do the smear campaign against you. But like the people who, were there for you, if they want to help you, you can take their help. But help yourself first before you help others as well, because you know. You do. I feel like you are though. Like you're independent. You're not codependent on people. But maybe some people need to. So that's why I'm saying it. So yeah, there's two like timelines of people here. People who are like closer and people who are like needing to start, and like this is like you need to like listen to these more. Like I'll listen to like subscribe if you want to like be here in this highest timeline, because this is how you are aligning to it. By if you watch readings, if you're watching readings that are not your highest timeline and they're telling you like what the lower timeline is, like what someone is saying and like what they would be doing, you know, like a specific person or whatever, like or whatever, something that's like not the highest timeline, you're gonna align to the lower timeline because you're watching that reading. So you need to watch the ones that are showing you the highest timeline, like what you want to align to. Like that's literally what like you're doing when you're watching readings. So you know that. You're powerful. You know this to be true, so I'm just reminding you. The Jade Star. Surrender. I'm ready to let go with self compassion. This is how you connect with God. You give yourself compassion. You give others compassion. Say this to yourself or affirm it down below. You can affirm it in the comments if you want to, if you feel guided to. But you should. It will help reprogram your subconscious mind when you're writing it and you're believing it. You're going to reprogram your subconscious more to be more compassionate if you want to do that one. But you should. You should do all of them. They're all good. Mother of the Sea. Yeah, you've been connecting more with your heart and your highest timeline. And if you are not doing that right now, you need to do that more and you will align more to your highest timeline. That's how it works. You gotta do it, baby. You gotta do this stuff, not just listen to it. But you will. You are. You are doing it. That's why you're here. But that's for the people who are wanting to align to it and like, are working towards it. Love you, angels. You are all angels. Like, hello. Mother of the Sea, Goddess, I surrender to the boundless creative flow of the ocean. You could be a water sign. Maybe you love to be by the water. You are um at the beach. You love to swim. Maybe when you were a kid. Yeah, when you were a kid, you loved to like swim and be in the water. That felt good to you, and you just would be swimming boundlessly. And you just flowed with the water. But yeah, and that's what you need to do now. Surrender to the flow within you. You're 70% water, or something like that, like 60 or 70. I'm pretty sure 70. I'm pretty sure I was right the first time. I'm gonna like trust it because I trust me, and I'm pretty sure I googled it before, so I should remember. I surrender to the boundless. You need to surrender to your emotions, like, and just let them flow, and like change your feeling about them. Like I was saying, I don't know if I said that like in the part, but I'm just gonna re-emphasize it because it's very important to do. Keep changing. I feel like you're already doing this, and like you need to keep doing it consciously. Like pay attention to your thoughts, your what you say, like speaking about yourself and others, thinking about your what you think about yourself and others, like, and change them. Make sure they're high vibrational. Make sure you're thinking positively of others always, and you're happy for people. Make sure you're happy for yourself when you do something. Like, don't be envious, don't be jealous. Like, connect with like happiness for people instead of like being jealous and envious. And you will be reprogramming your mind, and you will be aligning more to your highest timeline. That's what you're doing in your highest timeline. Like, your highest timeline is always, it's like infinite. Like, as you're going, like every step you take, it's literally infinite. Like, I'm seeing it in my mind, and like you see it too in your mind. And you can choose the very best for yourself, and that's your highest timeline. That's you connecting to God. And your divine counterpart, like, you want your divine counterpart. If you're in a relationship right now with someone and you're not happy with them, like, that's not your divine counterpart. And that's not in you're not in your highest timeline, because you are not, they're not in their highest timeline, and you have to like go to their vibration to connect with them. So you need to stay in a high vibration, and like they will fall away if you stay in a high vibration. The people who are not meant for you. But in your highest timeline, yeah, you're connecting with your highest self, and like your divine counterpart is also connecting to their highest self, and like they're meeting you up there in that vibration, no matter where you are on earth. It's not about like in the dream realm or something in the spirit realm. Like, I mean, like in the physical reality. Like, if you want to manifest your divine counterpart, like they're in their highest self. Like, they are embodying God energy. They're embodying compassion, love, unconditional love. They surrender, they let go, they let their feelings flow, they feel their feelings, they don't run away from them. They know their divinity, and they know your divinity, and they know the divinity of the grass, the water, the dirt, like that we need everything. Like, that's God energy. That's how you know that a person, if you're with someone who has like a skewed view on reality, and they have too much pride to learn from you, and you need to let them go and like lead the way. And like, maybe, someone will meet you up there. So, but you don't know who it is. So let go of like what's not satisfying you now. Like, people in your life who are like, you know, not treating you. They're not in their highest self, and they're not treating you as your higher self, because they don't see their power, and they don't see your true power. But you know your power. You know that God is the most powerful and infinite like source of all creation, and like you either connect with God. Like, this is knowledge. This is like very powerful knowledge. Like, connect with your higher self, and you will connect with God. That's why you're aligning to this video. The inner temple, life lessons. I go within my shadow for deep spiritual growth. These cards are so perfect. I love it. They're like so perfect for the reading. I got all of these, most of them actually. Not This was my first Oracle deck, and this is my first tarot deck. And I'm pretty sure this was like one of my first decks too. Oh wait, yeah. I'm confusing it with this other one. This one. I love this deck. This is the Rebecca Campbell, the Starseed Oracle. I love this deck. One of my favorites. And then, of course, I have so many. I love all my decks. What am I talking about? Let me not go in on that. You guys, if you want to know any of my decks, watch my readings and check the description. I always tag all of the cards that I use. But anyway, oh wait, I want to talk more about this card. The Inner Temple, life lessons. Yeah, that's what you're doing in your highest timeline. You are doing shadow work. Shadow work is, I'm gonna make more videos about that, but yeah, you're doing integration work. I'm pretty sure I talked about it in this video already. Like yesterday when I did the first part of it. Yeah, it's getting really long. It's gonna be like 2 minutes. 5555 on the timer. That's change. Usually I put the stuff on the like what the angel number means on the screen, but I don't think I'm gonna do it for this reading because it's getting really long and it's gonna take me a long time to edit because I work. Like I have a regular job too. I'm doing this for fun. But anyways, because it literally is so fun. This fills me so much. You should do what you love. Like this is so like I'm literally just making a video with cards and like talking. And this is awesome. This is like I just have like my own like audience of people listening if they want to. Like you have free will to listen if you want to. And it's so cool. I love life. Do what you love. Do what you love. This is fulfills me so much. And like making jewelry. If I wasn't doing this, I probably wouldn't be as happy as I am because like working my regular job, you know, I love my job. Don't get me wrong, especially the job that I have. I'm blessed. I love my job, like the actual like work that I go to. But like obviously this fulfills me like and I want to like spend more of my time doing it and making jewelry and doing whatever I love. But you know, I need to work for money. Like that's the way the world works. But because I'm doing this and I make it fulfills me like I'm fulfilled. Like my life is full. Because I like barely have I have all the time that I need, you know? But like all the things that I want, that I'm manifesting, that I'm aligning to right now, I am still making space for that stuff because my life is so fulfilled right now and like I still have work to do and so do you still have work to do. That's why you are here. Let me make sure my mic is still on. That's why you're here and that's why I'm here. Because you're here because I know who the people that are watching are gonna see this. People that need to see this. Okay. I can't control the world, but I can control how I choose to perceive it. Like, I have so much trust. This is gonna reach the people that need to hear it. That's what I choose, how I choose to perceive it. Like, I can, of course, connect to my lower self and be sad and like thinking I need more people to see it, but it's like I am like it's gonna be aligning when it's like the right people are going to see it because maybe the right people are not seeing it yet. So I need to trust and I need to like perceive it in this way in God's eyes that like I know, I believe that it's gonna reach the people it needs to reach. So I trust and you trust in your highest timeline. You choose to perceive things in the highest timeline. And that's how you see the world. Like when you are perceiving things lower and lower vibration, you are perceiving that timeline. You're connecting to that timeline. That's why you're perceiving it in that way. So when you connect it to a higher vibration, you perceive it through a high vibrational way. I'm like realizing stuff right now. Like during this reading, I'm like realizing things that I maybe wouldn't have realized. I mean, I realize it. I do, like in my own mind, but like I get to say it as I'm realizing it again. And like that's why these cards are great. I love doing this. This fulfills me. Do what you love. Seriously, if this would make you happy, do this. Do the same thing. If you can't read tarot yet, do oracle cards and practice tarot. Make videos. Like and like share your knowledge. You don't need to know tarot. You can get oracle decks. Like there's a real they're all positive. Like all the ones I have are like high vibrational. And like people think like, oh, cuz tarot is like both sides of like the good and bad, like you know. I'm not gonna explain all that. We already established a lot here. But the oracle decks are all positive, at least the ones that I have, except for maybe the war one. but that one's good too. We're in a spiritual war, like with like it's like a spiritual war. You can't see it. Not everyone can see through the illusion, but you do. You see through the illusion, and that's why you're here. You're connecting to the highest timeline. And you know that people are being fooled, but you choose to not be because you become aware of the truth by feeling it, because you know that that's how you know things. You feel it in every fiber of your being, of like the fact that you're powerful and that you know it to be true. Like you have this wisdom within you. It's like it's telling you that it's true. Like you feel it. It's like a ringing, it's a calling, like you literally like from God. Like it's a high vibrational. You have that power. Okay, I have to use the bathroom, so I'm gonna pause it and get back to it. Okay, so whatever timeline you choose to perceive, that is the timeline you're aligning to. Like literally, you. It's like hard to explain. I feel like this is like all the timelines are happening at the same time. Like everything is happening. We only experience it. It doesn't and it just goes by like moment by moment. Every moment you choose to be in a low vibration, you're perceiving the low timeline. If you're choosing to be in a high vibration, you will perceive the highest timeline. You will be in the highest timeline. You're like already there just by changing your vibration to love, unconditional love, peace, joy, joy and love for what you do, for like fun. You just love to do it. For example, like what I'm doing right now. I'm staying in a high vibration just because I'm doing what I love. And I'm at peace. And I forgive. And I have compassion and empathy and like for people. And when I do get in low vibration, I'm still in a high vibration because I'm perceiving it in the highest timeline. and you will stay in the highest timeline. Like the more you practice staying in the highest timeline, the more you will align with the highest timeline. So you need to do that more. If you're not, and if you are, then keep doing it. My greatest experience of freedom comes when I let go of what others think of me. Yeah, when you let go of what others think of you, that is like the greatest experience. He's like literally do that. Like say this, affirm these below. I love this. I love this. This is like I'm living my best life right now. Doing this, like literally. Do what you love. This makes me so happy. That's how I can stay in a high vibration because I love doing it. It's creative too because I'm talking. Like speaking and writing, that's creative too. So express yourself. Express yourself. I don't know what song that is, but maybe it's a song. I made it a song because I'm the creator. You're the creator of your life. You are a divine creator. You know your divinity and your highest timeline. So if you didn't, now you do. You're in your highest timeline. Just because you realize your divinity and you like keep realizing it and like keep aligning to that belief. So say this belief to yourself. Like when you're creative, when you're planting, like even if it's not making you money, like just do your job and then do other things that you love when you have time instead of playing video games and watching TV. Like I do that too sometimes, but like I make more time for this and to make my jewelry because that is what brings me joy and I like want to be happy. I want to be in my highest timeline. So I want to do what brings me joy. So do what brings you joy. That's not hurting anyone or you. That's like you would do for free if money wasn't a thing. Because money doesn't exist. Just work your job. Get your money that you need to do. Like, and like instead of do wasting your time and distracting yourself, use that time to do what you love and like your life will transform. You're going to love your job or you will align 444 to another job that's even greater for you. So create what you love. Like I'm creating a video. If you want to create videos, do that. Like do what you feel called to do. If you're feeling it, like and maybe you are some people can watch maybe and be like jealous and being like but with jealousy just shows you what you want like so like just do it too. I don't care. I'm not like in a competition with you. I'm just doing it because I love it and it makes me happy. I'm not in a competition with anyone. I just want to do what brings me joy and like this is what brings me joy and peace and like brings me in a high vibration. So attacking others is an attack on myself. I choose to release this now. Affirm this below. Say this to yourself. This one is so powerful because this is so true. You attack yourself. When you attack others, like in releasing it, will just, you'll experience more freedom as well if you do this. Free yourself from all the feelings that are not serving you in your highest good. They're serving you right now because they're reminding you that you need to heal that. But like once you do, you know, I'm pretty sure I already said how to do it multiple times in my channel, so check out my other readings. I don't want to keep repeating myself. Like, I want to like channel more new information every time, because like I have been getting so much more downloads, and they're like overflowing in my notes. And I'm like going to them and just like feeling which one like needs to be like, and I'm like, okay, maybe this, like, God, like I'll like ask God. And like literally I'll just be like, okay, is this one meant to be? You know, like I'll feel it. And if it's not feeling right, I'll move on and see what other ones I have, and then I'll do the one that feels right. And like, you know. So do what you feel guided to do. That's my point. So, like in a high vibrational way. Reconciliation. Yeah. All the people that are coming back from your life, from the past, they want to reconcile with you. And yeah, or they're gonna. Some of them might be already, some of them probably will very soon, and some of them, you know, might never. But no, I have hope that, you know, God, you know, that's a high vibration too. Hope and faith. Um, just have hope and faith that like people will, you know, wanna like forgive and let go too, like, and be in a high vibration along with you. You know, that's that's what you want. You want the best for everybody. Yes, I love that. I love it. You're such a sweet person. You're such a good, kind person. You need to just keep being that. Like, who cares if people think you're like being fake? Because they'll see eventually, once they see the pattern, that you're for real. So like, but yeah, you gotta be, you know, use your abilities. Don't like trust everybody, because like some people will take advantage. So like, you need to be wise. That's what you're doing in your highest timeline. You're being wise. You're using your abilities to know what is best for you by feeling. That's like the way to your psychic abilities, is through feeling the highest vibration. Connecting to God. that's the that's the ability. And like, if you're a human being, you have that ability. But like, you know, not everyone will choose to do it, but that's okay. Like, the majority of the people will and are in the beginning right now as we speak. More people are following the highest timeline. And the more people follow the highest timeline, I feel like the most of them will. But maybe there will be a split. I don't know. I think there might be. Yeah. I feel it. I feel like I'm feeling it. Like, there's gonna be a split. Like, I can't deny that fact, because I'm like trying to think like in the highest timeline, you know? Like in the highest timeline, like everyone is gonna, right? Like, right, God? And I'm just like not here, and I'm not feeling it. I'm not seeing it. But I'm seeing it with like 90% of people going to the highest timeline, and like some maybe left behind for a bit, but like maybe there still will be hope to save them as well. That's what I'm seeing. Like, that's literally what I'm seeing. Whoa. I'm seeing it. Like, damn, that's really how you do it. That's how you do it. You have to see it in your mind. Because I'm not seeing it right away with like, I feel like that's how it's gonna go. I'm like seeing the highest timeline. That's literally the highest timeline. And it's happening all at the same time. May I remind you, it's all happening. We're experiencing it as it's going. In every moment, you can experience, like, you choose it now. Choose it in most moments, and you will align more to it naturally. Like, you're going to pick up the patterns to align to the higher feel, to the higher vibrations of love, peace, joy. I don't know why I'm saying it so like fast. Forgiveness. It's the devil trying to rush me. Literally, that's the devil trying to rush us. That's like, you need to see it like that, and like, choose the high. God wants you to know that you have all the time. Like, literally, you have all the time. It's gonna be done at the same time, whether you rush yourself or not. Like, you need to see it as that. Like, that needs to be your belief. And it will be. Like, you will take your time and you will be more present and you won't mess up as much. You will make less mistakes. You will, like, do things ahead of time. Like, because you're thinking of your future self. That just makes life better, and then you have more time to do what you love. That's why we're doing it. Because you want to do what you love. You want to do more of what you love. So you're like, I need to, like, automate this, like, food, like, so that I'm not wasting time to make food every time. I need to automate it and, like, make it healthy, and, like, you know, like, it needs to be like no canola oil, no oil, but olive oil, or like butter, like grass fed good butter, like what's the other good oils? Ghee, that's like butter, clarified butter. It's the same thing, but still they're both good. Coconut oil, yes. Coconut oil is really good too. Black seed oil is good, but don't cook with it. You should just take that. That's really good for you. But anyways, yeah. Like, use, you're in your highest timeline. You are doing the very, very best for yourself, because you know all the truth. You know that canola oil is not healthy, and it like, brings your body, it inflammates your body, like your whole body inflammates, and it brings, like, you know, you know, you know what I'm talking about. If you're aligning to the highest timeline, you know. Justice. Yeah, people who have, smeared your name and, like, did the smear campaign against you. Mm, yeah, they're gonna get justice. God remembers everything. God knows. God sees that, all the timelines. That's and when you connect with God, you see all the timelines as well. Like, you can access them. Like, you are this warrior, and, like, you have vision. You have vision. You feel like you are paving a path here. Like, you are leading the way. Like, this is, maybe you look like this. Just be very beautiful. Like, this is you in the spiritual realm. Like, you're powerful because you're connected to God. Yes. Financial health. And you're getting blessed. You are blessed right now, and you are going to continue to be blessed. Like, in every way. You're like, if you keep fulfilling yourself and eating healthy, going to the gym, like, taking care of your body like a temple, you are gonna be aligning to the highest timeline. Your abilities are gonna get stronger. You're gonna be practicing your abilities. in your higher timeline. You already are doing it, so you need to just become aware of it and keep practicing it consciously, more consciously if you're not. And like, you need to have a clear mind. You need to be sleeping 8 hours at night. Like, you need to be on it with everything in your with yourself. Like, be the best you. Get enough sleep, eat healthy, go to the gym regularly, stretch, do mobility training. That's what you're doing in your highest timeline. You're doing all the good stuff, the best things for yourself. Because, like, mobility training, like, if you're working out, like, you can mess up your muscles and you're like, you can hurt yourself if you're not doing mobility training. You know this in your highest timeline, and you need to do that. Like, if you're not, search up videos, they're everywhere. Sorry if I'm screaming. I'm emphasizing it. It's so fun. I'm having so much fun. Thank you for being here. All the people who are. I love doing this. This brings me so much joy. So I already did the ending of this video, but this card, I for some reason pulled it when I was re-pulling these cards out again because I put them all away, like when I went to sleep last night. So yeah, this one, I don't know, I was just like, I feel like this needs to be in the reading, because why would I have pulled it? Nothing is a coincidence. And I was saying this, that you have lived many lifetimes in the reading, so I was like, I feel like this is meant to be. Child of the cosmos, the intelligence of the universe lies within you. Like, this is like, yes. I was saying, like, everything, it's all within you. Like, even if you don't consciously know it, you know it just by feeling it. Like, that's how you know the truth. Like, everything that you come across every day, nothing is a coincidence. You're learning, you're experiencing. Like, you need to pay attention. Because the intelligence is literally within you. You have done this before. This is like not your first life. Yeah, you are an earth angel. I was saying that, like, look at this girl, she looks like an angel. That's, that's you. If you're a male too, like, just minus the, you know, make you masculine. But, or this could be your feminine energy. But yeah, you are an angel. That is the message. I'm re-recording the end of this reading because I'm having technical difficulties, and the this is a huge sign that the lower vibrational energies do not want this message to get out. Like, the low vibration wants you to stay in the low vibration, and that's why this is happening to me right now, for example, because the lower vibration is trying to, like, get me in a low vibration to get mad at this, but I'm not getting mad. Because I love doing this, so I don't care that I have to re-record it, because I love doing this and I'm doing God's work, and God tells me that I have all the time, and that this message is going to get out in the perfect timing, and that everything is happening in divine timing, and that this is meant to be, that this is nothing is a coincidence. The low vibration doesn't want this message getting out. So I had to. This is the third day that I'm doing this reading, and I'm gonna have to do it in two parts. So I'm gonna be doing part one and then part two because it's gonna be a few hours long. This is like a whole presentation. This is not even a reading. This is a presentation. Okay, so to end this reading, we have three cards from the Star Seed Oracle. I believe that's what this deck is called. It's from this deck. I'll link all the cards that I use below. So we have Cracked Open, Rock Bottom, Surrender to the Alchemy of Life. You have hit rock bottom before. And when you hit rock bottom, or you are hitting rock bottom, and you're gonna just crack open and you're gonna only go up from there, because when you hit rock bottom, you could only go up from there. Like you can't go lower than that. You're already at the bottom. You're hitting rock bottom. But you're cracked open. You have cracked open either in the past, or you are now, or you will in the future. This is like rebirth. You have hit rock bottom multiple times in your life, and you only went up from there. And then when you hit rock bottom again, it was like you were starting over, but with more knowledge, with more wisdom. So you have to take steps back to take leaps forward. So that's what you did. And that's what you're doing now. You're in the process. You are leaping forward now. And you're surrendering to life. Surrendering to the alchemy of life. You transform yourself. When you surrender and you're like, okay, I don't want this in my life. I want good. I want the best. I want what God has for me. You're surrendering to the alchemy of life. You're like surrendering to divine timing. You're loving. You're giving yourself compassion and forgiveness and grace. You're just letting God in. God is always with you. Even when you're on a low vibration, but you are not listening to God. But God is always there guiding you. God is always there, and you're not listening to God when you're in a low vibration. You're listening to the devil energy, to your lower self. So keep yourself in a high vibration. I already said this. This is the third day I'm recording this. Thank you, God, for giving me the patience. I've learned patience by practicing it. Practice patience. Baby steps. You're taking baby steps. You're not trying to rush because you know that you have all the time in the world. God tells you that you have plenty of time. You follow your intuition before it even makes sense. That's what you're doing in your highest timeline. You're following your heart. You're following what you love. That's not hurting anyone or you. You're doing what you love. You're following it, and you're following it. And even though you don't know where it's going to lead you. Like that's what I did. I think I mentioned this already in this reading. Like I just bought cards because I was just like, I want to have fun. And then I made jewelry because I wanted to have fun. I just wanted to do it for fun. I didn't know where it was leading me. So like that's what you're doing. You're doing things right now. Right now you're doing things that you don't realize. They're just bringing you joy. It's not making you any money, but you are loving to do it, and like you can't stop doing it because you love it. And it's leading you to your highest timeline. As this is the highest timeline, so this is what you're doing in your highest timeline. So if you're aligning to this, you are. in your highest timeline, because you are following the steps. You're following your intuition. You're taking the steps before it makes sense. Like when you clicked on this video, the title is going to be like, you are seeing this if you're aligning to your highest timeline, or you are aligned to your highest timeline if you're seeing this message. That's what this title is going to be of this reading. So you trusted the intuition before it even made sense. You didn't even know what was going to be said in this reading, but you trusted it. You know that there's no coincidences, and you were like, this is for me. Like, you got this download and you trusted it. And you trust in the intuitive insights that God leads you to. I remember soul plan, the fated life versus the destined life. And this is leading you to your destiny. And every step you take, it is reminding you. You are remembering. You're remembering your destiny when you follow your intuition before it makes sense. And then, like, after, when you follow it and you're like doing it, you're like, oh, shoot, like, this is leading me to my destiny. What the heck? Like, you see it as you're doing it, like you're realizing it as you're taking the steps, because you're perceiving the highest timeline. You're choosing to perceive the highest timeline. It's all happening at the same time. You're tapping in to the higher one instead of the lower vibrations, and you're perceiving the highest timeline. Every day you choose to perceive the highest vibration, which then you're perceiving the highest timeline when you're in the highest vibration. You're remembering, and God remembers. God remembers all these people who have, set up this smear campaign against you, and they have, like, tried to bring you down. That's devil energy. They're perceiving the lowest timeline, and that's why they're perceiving it in the wrong way. They're not seeing what you're seeing. But you lead the way to the highest timeline just by being in it. They see these people, they see you, the way that you perceive, like, you're perceiving it in a totally different way, which is the highest timeline. And they're like, oh shoot. And then they see it too when you're showing them, when you're seeing it from the highest perspective. You are a leader, you are a teacher, a guide, a oracle, mystic. Like, you are leading this. You're leading people to the highest timeline. This is the only words that I can, like, think of, like, how to explain it, because I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it right now, like, in my mind's eye. And I'm seeing multiple people. Like, I'm one of these people, and you are one of these people that's leading the way. This is your destiny. This is your purpose. Like, I am seeing the highest timeline, and there's a lot of people who are leading the way. You are one of these people. Align to it. Keep aligning to it. You are already aligning to it because you're watching this. Yes, I'm so proud of you. Keep going. Subscribe. I'm going to be making more videos like this. Check out my previous readings. My previous readings are all aligning to the highest timeline. I have love readings that are aligning to the highest timeline. So check those out. I will listen to my own readings. Like, my old ones, I will listen to, like, my love readings. I haven't done love readings in a while. I actually should. Comment down below if you want me to do a love reading, updated one. Because I have done some, and I will listen to them and I align to them because it's the highest timeline. Duh. Okay. I hope you enjoyed this. This was a long reading. If you made it to this point, you are in your highest timeline. If you made it to the end. So keep aligning to the highest timeline. Keep choosing to perceive the highest timeline in every moment instead of choosing to perceive it in a lower timeline. And you're there. When you perceive it in the highest timeline, you are there already. 11:11 on the timer. I love you. I appreciate you. Bye until next time.